Shalom. This is the book of Sirach 13 and 23, and it reads, "When a rich man speaketh, every man hold his tongue." Right? They keep quiet and listen, and look what he say, and extol it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, "What fellow is this?" And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. I hope and pray that Yahweh Bashim Yeshai, give me the strength and power, to do this lesson and edify well about this lesson. And to that, I'd like to say, Kal Halayam, La Alahayanawa, Yahweh Bashim Yeshai, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who ruled well. Shalom unto the brothers that pushing this works in truth and in sincerity, and shalom unto the few and faithful Akwatiyam who's listening and learning. This is a brother Karatazar from the GMS Vertical Vibration Camp out of Trinidad and Tobago. Alright, so hereby you all can see that that post there. Alright, I couldn't keep the post on the video for too long, so as you all know, they've been striking any and anything these days, and so you can see what's going on. And for the people, that who don't know, and for the ones that that took that juice, they may just probably see this post like pass and and they may not give it any type of deep thought, that they themselves are included to the ones that who take that juice. All right, and everyone, they listen to when the rich man speaketh, and they hold their tongue, they keep quiet. Same thing when I was explaining, hey, we need to get this juice out, so and so, and what it happened, what it could do, it could be beneficial to you and your family. Everyone stood quiet. Some of them never did any research for themselves. And the poor man, yes, the poor man had listened, but the poor man, he looked well to his going, as the scripture said. Let me get that, just roughly paraphrasing, but let me get that scripture. I don't want to butcher it. All right, so this is the book of Proverbs 14 and 15. The simple believe at everything. It's like here, the simple believe at every word, but the prudent man look well to his going. Right? Simple ones, those that who take the juice, who take the bag and the juice, because they have people who have been paid to actually drink that juice, right? And those who have been threatened, that they can no longer work, they can no longer do this or not that. Those are the simple ones. Those are the ones, that who look at everything and be like, oh, okay, they're just being complacent to every shit that they throws at you, right? But the prudent man look well to his going, right? He carefully watches his step. He carefully listens, analyze it, see if it makes sense or not, right? He do his research. All right, so let's go into that. Let me just go into that word prudent. All right, so we're going into the word prudent here now.
Strong's H, 6175. Arum. Second entry, Arom.
All right, so in the outline here, it said subtile should, I don't know what basically should is, right? Crafty, sly, sensible, right? So we know what sly is, We know what being crafty is, and we know what being sensible is. Because crafty, it have craft on the left hand and on the right hand side. Right? Vice versa. Being sensible as well. Left hand and right hand side. Right? So you're being sensible in terms of, you're not just taking it as it comes. You really want to dive deep down in this thing and understand what it is. Yeah? Right? But that of what, as many don't know, that the Holocaust is coming. The Holocaust is coming. And that is coming very soon. All right. So many of them, have been fooled by the devil himself. With his smooth words, his lying wonders, and all these things. Look at that. Look at, you have men on the sports field. They're just dropping on like flies. But certain things they won't show you onto the news, certain things they won't talk about, because they control the news. They control all the fucking media. Everything. All right? This is why, that they have the news. They have this is why, so they have some people program onto the television, right? Because telly goes back into tell, and the vision means they are telling you their vision. All right? Can you see that? Can you see it? No, they can't see it. But the prudent men will see it. All right? So, a Holocaust. What is a Holocaust? Let's see what is a Holocaust.
Hitler introduced laws that limited the freedoms of Jews. They were banned from going to public places like cinemas and shops, and from traveling on public transport. When out in public, Jews were ordered to wear a yellow star, a Jewish religious symbol, so that they could be easily told apart from non-Jews. The Nazis told Germans that those wearing the star were enemies of the people. By 1938, Hitler had developed a more extreme policy, and the Nazis planned a night of violence against Jews called Kristallnacht. Attacks were made on shops and properties owned by Jewish people. Synagogues were burnt down, and some Jewish people were murdered. During World War II, Nazi Germany invaded and conquered much of Europe, which gave Hitler the chance to impose his racist plans on European Jews. Hitler ordered a rounding up of Jews, as well as other groups he hated, including gay people, Roma gypsies, and people with disabilities. They were arrested, sent from their homes, and imprisoned in concentration camps, where they were forced into slave labor in inhuman conditions. The deaths of millions were caused by starvation and disease. The Nazis designed everything so that concentration camps would be places of immense suffering. Inmates were faced with horrendous overcrowding and were made to share tiered wooden bunk beds. Up to 12 of them were crammed into each bunk, with hundreds of people in each room. Conditions were so dirty that infestations of rats were the norm. Washing and toilet facilities were limited or non-existent, so in these overcrowded, squalid conditions, disease spread easily amongst the prisoners. Hunger was an even greater problem. The Nazis fed inmates barely enough food to keep them alive. Meals would be a piece of bread or perhaps a watery soup made from vegetable peelings. Those fit enough to survive these conditions were forced into hard manual labor. Those not fit enough to work would be killed. Millions died because of the brutality of life in concentration camps. But the Nazis built other camps, known as extermination or death camps. In these, they deliberately murdered millions of people.
Alright, so in that video, you'll see what is a Holocaust. And that is what basically is going to happen very soon. Alright. So let's take a look in Psalms 36. Alright. Psalms 36 and verse 3. It said, the word of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He had left off to be wise and to do good. He left off to be wise and to do good. Right? They listen to his smooth words, to what you have to say. Yes, it will help your family, because we have a lot of elderlies. You have to drink that juice, to save your loved ones. Right? And he left off to do good. So he's sounding like, hey, I am seeking it into your best interest. I'm helping you, So they automatically think, yeah, these people doing good thing, man, they're doing a good thing. But guess what? They are the cause of what they are producing. They always produce a problem, and then after to introduce a solution to their own problem. So you can see where the deceiver is. All right, verse 4. He devised mischief upon his bed, not literally upon actual bed, but upon his council, his table, his big council table and what have you. He set it himself in a way that it is not good. He abhorred not evil. Right? He take no attempt to turn away from evil. So he just continue doing evil, adding sin upon sin. And that is he. Right? That guy Esau Edom. Alright. Alright, let's go to the book of Sirach 12 and 10. Right, Sirach 10 and 10, it reads, never trust thine enemy, for like an iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Right, and that is what we people do. They went and trust on thine enemy. Look, I have seen when it was that particular time, people was lining up in the fucking rain, saying down in the rain, elderly was saying down in the rain to drink that wonderful juice. Yeah, but then they cry later, right? They cry later. That just goes to show, Hosea 4 and 6. Hosea 4 and 6. It's one of the popular scriptures, Hosea 4 and 6. My people are foolish for the lack of knowledge. Because they're just being ignorant. Because they hear of this truth. They hear, when we're out on the highways and byways. But no, they want to be ignorant. Being ignorant is not knowing. They're not knowing what's going on. Prophets on the streets have been telling you, hey, so and so and so is the case. But no, you want to be hardened. Well, just stay in not any knowing. Just continue being ignorant and continue going by. And that's why your judgment will surely be upon you. All right? But the Holocaust is coming. It's coming. All right? So let's do some calculations here as it has been shown in that post. All right? So, as I said, let's go on the see if I get a calculator here. All right, so particularly on the post, right? What have they said? They said that that is six billion, right? That billion that have to fall away. All right, but guess what? Okay, let's look this up. All right. So how much people have took the juiced? All right. So they said. More than 5.55 million people worldwide have received the juiced, equal about 72.3% of the world population. This map has shown the stark gap between the juice program in different countries. All right. So we're working with the 72.3% who have took the juice worldwide, right? Now, so when you look up how many people does it have worldwide who's living in the within the world right now, right? With the population in 2024, right? Claim to here to say that they have 8.2 billion people worldwide, in 2024 and counting. All right, so now you go into the calculator now. So much people does it have in the world right now in 2024? Let's say 8.2, right? So there we go. All right, so this is 8.2 billion people. All right, so let's divide that by 100, multiply by 2 by 72.3 that took the juice. All right, so we're gonna by 72.3%. Just I think my calculation may be wrong. All right, yes, it is wrong. What am I doing? All right, so let's go over that again. All right, so here we have 8.2 billion, right? Right, 8.2 billion. So we multiply that by 100, divide that by 72.3 of the population that took that great juice. All right, by 72.3%. What will you have remaining? You will have 1.1 billion remaining. All right, so that the maths there, simple maths, nothing to confuse you. It's just more bigger numbers, right? But nothing to confuse you. That way you're gonna have left. So basically, they are going to have a lot less to deal with, a lot less to control. All right. And guess what that all plan into for the MOTB? All right. For the MOTB. All right. So let's go to address, second address 16 and 23. And it reads, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be Salakia. No, let me start over. This is the book of second address 16 and 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, And there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be waste, and the city as be cast down. Right? So the word down, right, simply means as shit on the street. You'll have many deaths, right? So likewise, it have two incidents that happened here, right? A couple months ago, I think about 2 months ago. One was in San Fernando, where a man, he got a heart attack while driving. Then the second one was in St. James. A man had a heart attack as well in his car. And all these causes is by the Jews, no doubt. People on the outside may think that that everything has slowed down according to the Jews. No, people who have been working into the morgue have been saying they have got no rest since. They have got no rest since. So what does that tell you? They are keeping these things a secret from you. Right? People who worked in the morgue, they have got no rest since. They're going around the clock shift work, shift system. Alright? So to that, I hope this lesson was edifying. And I want to say, Kal Halayam, La Alahayanawa, Yahweh Ba'ashem Rashai, Ba'ashem Dash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who ruled well. Shalom unto the brothers that pushing this truth and in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And shalom unto the Israelites who have been scattered among the heathen nations. And shalom unto the few and faithful Akwatiyam who have been obeying their husbands. This is Brother Karatazar. Until next time, shalom.